Oh, you are. Hello. It is Tis. Good day. Good afternoon. Good evening. I hope all are well. I hope all are safe. I'm gonna try to spit this out in one breath. Um, but I just want to say it ain't so. Part two. So, and honestly, when it comes to people's divorces and their relationships, I don't want to go into detail of it because at the end of the day, that's their business. As far as Judge Mathis, at the end of the day, that's his business. So it's like we won't really know because it's not like we're their marriage. I'm not the wife or the husband, but I guess it said that, okay, well, I guess the wife, Linda, she wanted a divorce because, oh, he just works all the time, and I'm retired, so pretty much, sit down somewhere. I guess she wanted him to settle down a little bit, to either be home more or to work less. So let her tell it maybe he wasn't spending enough time. But I'm thinking after 40 years, I mean, that the time should fly out the window, You should already know by this point, you know what I mean? It's after 40 years, it's like one of those, well, time shouldn't be an issue. And if it was, you probably should have said something 40 years ago. But again, like I say, it's not my business. But remember when I mentioned like we're like under a spell to where we're literally destroying ourselves. You'll get other women too, where they're divorced or their husbands and then complain like, oh my gosh, there's nobody out here, or oh my gosh, now I got to live in a shoebox. And I'm thinking like, oh goodness, it's like we hang ourselves and don't realize we literally just hung ourselves. You'll get these women now, oh, get rid of that chicken dinner that you're with, as if there's something else better waiting on you. When I say all men and women are raggedy, you're all are raggedy. There is no, okay, drop this raggedy ass man and find somebody that's great. That happens once in a million years. And we're nowhere near that million years, if you know what I'm saying. So as far as that, like people literally hanging themselves in the name of being under a deep possession or being under some kind of spell. And I want to say we're all under a spell. Like I said, that's why we're destroying ourselves. That's why I mentioned Judge Matches' his marriage, even though, like I said, that I don't know anything about it. But we're pretty much, this spell is for us to sabotage ourselves. Even right now, what's going on in this country, we're literally sabotaging ourselves again. You think, well, what? How can I do that? I vote. What? Basically, you know how the Negroes of America do all the talk about reparations. Oh, we need reparations. We want our 40 acres and a mule. Well, that's what's happening right now. Only difference is it's not going to you. And no one seems to have a problem with it. No one's saying anything about it. And if honestly, if anybody should be raiding anybody, putting anybody out their house, and terrorizing, should be us. But like I said, we don't do that. We only do that when it's time to, come after our own neighbor. Like I said, when it's time for me to come after you to step on my shoe, then there will be war. You see what I'm saying? When it's time for me to destroy my youth or destroy my men and women, then there will be war. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to you giving my trinkets away to Venezuelans who are harming us as we speak, or for you to have other people swim here to push me out the way, you notice how nobody's kicking and scratching about that. And if you don't believe me, just look at this scenario. So what's happening now, you get the migrants, they get money to come here. They tell them to come here with open arms. Hey, the migrants are not criminals. People who swim here illegally are not criminals. That's Kamala's slogan. So basically, how can you make illegal immigrants legal in America? And then not only that, mind you, I'm giving you money, food, house, shelter, all that. You're getting taken care of, and you're free to come up, free to do whatever you want to do. The police, you got police immunity, and that's basically what the American nigger should have. But this is how you know it'll be a different story. Now, let's just say with those same trinkets that they're giving the migrants, okay, to the American niggers, we're going to give you housing. You don't have to worry about, but basically you get free credit cards, free food, free shelter, and that alone, just by you literally remotely making it look like we're handing over America to the Negroes, that alone will be a war. A war will start. How dare you get those niggers, this and that? And it won't just be a war with the pink people, war against the other foreigners that are here, because they don't want, nobody wants to have nothing. But notice how when they feed the migrants illegally, and like I say, people are salty about it, but notice how it's not causing a war. But the second they give you back the keys to the world, or even to the country, then there will be a war. You see what I'm saying? And again, for us, it won't just be a war with the pink people having a problem with it, or with other foreigners. Your own folks are going to have, your own fellow nappy heads. The ones who you thought were down for you, and they're not, because they were just in here pretending to be like you, because there were trinkets involved. You see what I'm saying? That's why everybody's Team Kamala now. The niggers that are Team Kamalas, there's something in it for them. They're either foreigners and they get to have their family swim here, or they're getting paid to trick you. Because notice how, again, they're willing to go into debt. They're willing to drive this country to hell to give your trinkets away to the migrants. But notice how, since they're driving themselves to hell, shouldn't the ownership of America go to the rightful owners, which are the American Negroes who built the country? You would say yes, but like I said, that it will be war. In order for you to be in your right position, there must be war. But notice how no one has a problem with them just literally handing over all of your resources and handing over all your trinkets to illegal immigrants. And the war has not caused a war. We're literally being thrown out of our houses as we speak. You're literally being put out of businesses, put out of jobs. You're being hurt, harmed, and put in danger. And then you got to deal with inflation, and then you got to deal with shortages, and ain't nobody batted an eye. So I want to say that's pretty much us participating in our own demise. Because notice how no one has the smoke for the migrants. No one does. But again, let me step on your shoe, or let me get the wrong 40 that you ordered. Then there will be war, because we're going against each other. For some reason, we don't dare go against the beast. You see what I'm saying? We should be raising hell. Like I say, that migrants shouldn't have I don't care if it's 1 million of them against one. They shouldn't have a chance to tear this place up, because we should be so busy beating ass and literally January 6th and all over again, just for the open disrespect. Again, here I am working, whether I'm a veteran or whether I'm just a regular old nobody without a job. Here I am doing what I'm supposed to do, and I'm left with nothing. I'm left to drown in inflation while migrants come here and they get to raise the roof on the national debt. Again, while you eat out the garbage can, while you prepare to get drowned in inflation, they're living great. You see what I'm saying? They get to swim here illegally. They get police immunity. And then not only that, the president is taking great care of them. And if that's not a slap in the face, that alone should have been a war, but that should have been our ticket to start a war. But no, we save our venom, we save our fight, we save our militantness and our our guns. We only cock our guns to the sides when it's time to attack a fellow neighbor or our fellow nappyhead. You see what I'm saying? For some reason, we have not risen up against the beast. I don't even think we'll rise up against the damn migrants when they go to kick you out. When I see those niggas getting thrown out of their apartment by the migrants in Denver or in Colorado somewhere, wasn't nobody raising hell. I mean, you'll call the police, and then the police will tell you ain't nothing they can do about it. So again, when it's time for them to kick in your door, you just gonna sit there. But again, let Jamal or let LaQuisha kick in your door, and she's gonna have hell to pay. You see what I'm saying? That's our fucking problem. We don't have enough loyalty for ourselves. And like I say, what I mentioned, you don't want to be at the bottom of this particular war, because like I said, this is going to be your last shot. Like literally all of your trinkets, like I said, we doing all this. Oh, we need reparations. Your reparations are being given away as we speak. Because notice again how they're planning on going out with a bang. We're going to give your trinkets away to other people, and then we're going to drive ourselves to hell. Then therefore, it won't be nothing for you. You know what I'm saying? Won't be nothing for you to give you or to hand back over the keys. Because the place is going to get driven to hell. Then after that, then it's going to be a new takeover. More than likely by foreigners, because that's who's coming in by the droves. While they're pushing you out, you're getting flooded with migrants, and these are just the new migrants. None of them talk about the migrants that's already been here. What about the immigrants? Like I said, this goes, I would say, for about 60, 70 years worth of migrants coming in by the droves. You see what I'm saying? And there's only a few of us, and then we got to consider the niggas that ain't sick. The ones who ain't sick, it's only literally a handful. Take a handful grab a handful of popcorn. That's all who there's hope for out of this big bag of popcorn. You see what I'm saying? We might have millions and billions of niggas around, but obviously by our condition right now, that should be our dead giveaway that most of us ain't no good to nobody. Because again, if we tables turn and where whatever's happening to us right now, if it was blacks having that happen to blacks, just like now after November, guess who's gonna get the smoke from either side? The niggers are going to get it, because we wear the face to everything. We wear the face to degeneracy. We're wearing the face for the Chucks and Pearls. We the main ones. Like, as if that shit is not true. I can promise you that's not true. Any of these nigger stereotypes, I am not a part of it at all. I'm totally the opposite. I don't believe in nigger time. I don't believe in pink Jesus. Like I say, you get your typical sick nigger. It's true for most of this, but it ain't true for me. So like I said, that's why I see things differently. But again, so since we wear the face of degeneracy, since we're the main ones, kicking and scratching for Kamala, even if only the foreigners, like I say, it's something about that black face. They'll put a foreign black face in there, but black is black. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I might be foreign, I might have swim here, I might have got paid by Kamala to come here, but you won't know, because like I say, we're known for deception too. You got too much deception. Like I say, you got your niggers on TV, they're too busy trying to whip you into shape and brainwash you and lie to you, and nobody's trying to help you. In the position to help you, and nobody's going to help you. You see what I'm saying? Your own folks. So that, like, I'm trying to get you to understand why we're in trouble right now. Because again, I'm going to give the niggers all the trinkets. The niggers going to get free housing, free food, this and that. And you know how many people will be upset? That will be a war in itself. Because the other Americans, or the quote-unquote real Americans, they're going to have a problem with that. I work a 9 to 5. Hell, you even getting a raise on the job. LaQuisha got a raise on the job, or LaQuisha's the new manager. people on the job are going to have a problem with that. Let alone if they basically give you these rights or give you some type of seniority. And mind you, it's not a seniority. This is just me giving you back because you're the rightful owner of the country. But like I say, you're not just the slave. You're not just the unruly slave in the background. We're always supposed to carry that position. I'm just a slave. Don't worry about it. Never mind me. I'm just a slave. You know, so it's like we're not just the slaves in the background. That's why there's war now. This war is for us. Like I say, we might make it seem, oh, there's a migrant crisis. Yeah, it's a crisis, but no sound. It ain't crisis enough for them to cause war. But like I say, the second they give you your trinkets back, oh, that'll be more than enough to cause a war. And if you don't believe me, like I said, we'll put ourselves to the test. Okay, niggers get free food, free housing. You see what I'm saying? Where we get all this free stuff, you don't think we'll have hell to pay for that? You don't think people will be upset about that? Hell, like I said again, they get upset when you're just the manager at McDonald's. How the hell did you get that? Who did you have to sleep with for that? You see what I'm saying? So people are not going to be happy about you being put in your rightful position. But again, notice how when it goes to the migrants, yeah, people ain't happy about it, but nobody's kicking and scratching about it. The bombs hasn't dropped because of it. And notice how they're using that as an excuse to drive this country into hell. I mean, it was already going to hell, but that will be the main excuse. Oh, well, we gave the migrants all the money, or we wasted it all on the war, or you see what I'm saying? So they can literally blow themselves to hell and drive themselves to hell to spite you. And again, you ain't gonna do nothing about it. You ain't. Like I said, you got a better chance of attacking and going to war with your own neighbor or your own brother before you actually go to bat and go to war with the damn machine or with the monster or with the beast. You see what I'm saying? But we tend to play a different tune, you know, when it's time to match that energy. Again, I have all the smoke from my neighbor, but I don't have nothing to say to these migrants. I don't have nothing to say to the machinery or even to the government. Like I said, we should be, when I say it should be January 12th all over again. Not going beyond the 6th. Is it going to carry over to the 15th? You said, no. But we will have that same smoke for ourselves. Like literally, if I talk about one of your rappers, or if I talk about, you know, pretty much say, oh, y'all niggas ain't shit, or don't get them niggas nothing. If I'm the main one talking about I will get more smoke just me saying, oh, don't get them niggas nothing as far as reparations, versus me actually getting out there and kicking and scratching for what's right. And like I said, you're going to get a handful of people who don't mind actually kicking and scratching for what they want. But like I say, most of us, we're too sick in the head. And like I say, we would rather climb in bed with the beast than actually fight the beast. It's easier for me to just join them. Can't beat them, sleep with them. That's a lot of our models too, which just explains why we're going to be in trouble. But like I said, if I can help it, I would like to be, you know, because there needs to be a rightful ruler. So basically, once the smoke clears with America, it'll be like, okay, who's going to be the next rulers? And like I said, I would hate for it to have to be going to the hands of the foreigners, even though that's what Kamala says. Oh, immigrants are our future. No, the immigrants is right now, but we need to do something about it right now. What are you doing about it right now? Are you going to let them flood you out, or are you going to do something about it? You see what I'm saying? And for some reason, we need to come off that, oh, well, if you can't beat them, sleep with them. No. You don't join the beast. You don't join your oppressor. That's your problem. That's why you're in trouble. That's why we're still slaves now, after centuries and centuries of being still slaves. Because instead of us fighting the beast, we climbing in bed with them. We're going to pretend like this ain't no such thing as racism. I got 40 acres and a pink woman. We're sick in the head. So I don't know, mental illness, like I said, I can go both ways. Okay, I'm mentally ill, which is why I killed everybody, or I'm mentally ill, which is why everybody killed me. Because I thought these were my friends. Like I said, and I don't want to sound crazy, but that's literally what's happening right now. While we're talking about we give us reparations and singing and marching and putting our ashy ass fists in the air, instead of doing that, we need to be doing what they do. Because they're putting in work. They're going out their way to putting you out of business, and they're doing such a god job of you putting yourself out of business to where you're going to do it yourself. That's how much work they're putting in. I'm putting forth so much work and so much sorcery to where I can put my gun down and then maybe leave you with one, or wait for you to find one, and therefore you're going to kill each other for me. You see what I'm saying? So they're putting in their work. What are you doing? Besides waiting for Pink Jesus, what are you doing? Besides waiting for them to kick your door and tell you to get out because the police and Kamala told them to. See what I'm saying? We need to do more instead of being our own worst enemy. But like I said, if I got a better chance of getting taken out by my own fellow nappyhead, then that might explain why we don't deserve to be in power. But we're too damn sick in the head, too weak. Too weak. What about the pink people? And that's another thing too. Y'all always want to be friends with everybody. That's why they got that all lives matter. That's why everybody's running America now except you. Now we're not even the unruly slave in the background anymore. Slave. Have you noticed those slave movies? They don't even play slave movies anymore. Or even Aunt Jemima. It's been a long time since I've seen Aunt Jemima. It's like we're slowly being erased, and we're okay with it too, because we don't want to see our black faces either. We're literally slowly getting erased, or maybe quickly getting erased. Cause I'm noticing it too. Like, what about? I ain't seen a slave in a long time. You know, and you go think you go. Let me go out for a bucket of chitlins, and it's some Mexicans serving chitlins now. Those are the new niggers. The foreigners are the new niggers. The Asians, those are the new hip hoppers. You see that? Y'all better wake up and smell the effing roses. And stop putting yourself out of business. And if you are gonna put yourself out of business, get out of our way. Get out of people who has a standing chance. Because there's nothing worse than being taken out by your own fellow nappyhead. You don't get a chance to get in the ring with Biden because your own fellow nappyhead working against you. You got your own like with your what's those idiots' names? Like your Steve Harveys and your D.L. Hughley. You know what I mean? Those type of niggers. So bought and paid for niggers, ski week niggas, like sorceress niggas. They ain't nothing but devils with naps. Just really just take this shit seriously because for some reason we think this is a game. We think shit is sweet. And I think people like that who are sick in the head, if you're into politics, and I don't care if you're in politics that are all for the niggers or you're in the politics that are against, you if you're in any type of politics, beware of those type, because these are just sick ass niggas that's going to be the one who you going to have to fight over toilet paper later. Or those are going to be one trampling you over potatoes. Those are to be the same ones who are waiting to go to the polls, or the ones who are really into politics, nigger or not. Those are going to be the ones fighting over potatoes. Or toilet paper, whatever they decide to fight over. Coming soon. Those are the ones that ain't preparing because they believe Pink Jesus is going to save them. And when they realize Pink Jesus ain't coming, then they're going to come for you. Or when you got it, they go upside your head. Like I say, you might want to get away from these people. These are going to be the death of you. And those people are the reason why the National Guard and all them, they don't have to come in just yet. They can wait till once we get down to the last few to kill themselves. Then maybe that's when FEMA and them will come in. But they can stand down now because y'all doing a great job killing yourselves as we speak. I mean, literally as we speak. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. If you're wondering, honestly, with me, I was one that wanted to say, well, damn, we do deserve reparations, but like, it looks like you're gonna have to take reparations. They're not gonna give you anything. The only thing they're gonna give you is a toe tag. They're not giving you nothing. You're gonna have to pull a January 6th to do anything around here. I don't want to sound crazy, but if it's only the criminals that are stomping around and making a difference around here, then you might have to match that energy. But that putting that black ashy ass fist in the air, I promise you, that singing like we give us reparations, nigga, shut up. Shut up and do something. Or perish. That's one thing I can't stand no singing, dancing. Anyway, be well, be safe.